Mallee Burl. This is one of the things I got last year from a sale of someone who had gone out of the wood turning business. What we're going to do with this is pretty simple. I'm going to put a recess in the bottom of it, and then we're going to flip it around. That's pretty much all I'm going to do at the bottom. I'm not going to touch these sides or anything in the top. I'm just going to hollow it out as best I can. I may go over to the edges. It's oblong, so I may take part of this out. I may not. I may only go to here and then leave the rest of this like it is. It's got a saw cut, a chainsaw cut on here. The problem I have is it's on with a worm screw, but it won't tighten. With my normal drill, it wouldn't even go on, so I had to make it one size bigger, which was only I think a 32nd bigger, and then I got it on, but it won't tighten up, so I'm leaving the tailstock up to do this. Hopefully I can get this done and then flip it around without having to worry about it, but at some point I'll probably have to take the tailstock away and see if I can just make it right, but we'll see. And I may have to come up with some other way. I may have to put it on a glue block, but we'll get the project started. Let me get geared up and we'll head out on that. We're sanded up to 400. On the front and the back, I have put any finish on the back side of it either. I will probably have to take it off the lathe to do that. I don't know if you saw my mortise that I put in here. A little brush here. We're going to be doing Howard's Feed and Wax. But I put super glue all the way around it because there's enough bug holes in it that I was afraid it was not going to hold, but it actually did very well. No slips, no minor mistakes. I actually filmed this whole thing pretty much without stopping. So I may have to cut it back some when I get to it. Editing the thing, of course, but I think this is going to turn out looking pretty nice. Got some different colors in it. I'll put this on, let it soak up, buff it a little bit. I'll brush the outside of it and then come back with the toothbrush later on. And once we get that done, then we'll see. I've still got some bug holes in here. I have to just leave them like they were. The ones on the back side of it, I added some super glue to it just so that it would be a little more solid. I still have some of the saw marks here. I left them. I just wanted it flat, and so I got it flat and left the saw marks where they were. So if it had saw marks that didn't sand out, they didn't sand out. I kind of like it that way. It's a little different. Get some, put some down here. Use a brush and try to brush this in here. I was trying to avoid making this hole, and I did a really good job for a while, and then all of a sudden, when I was cleaning it up and trying to get the sides smooth, the hole appeared. So at that point, I decided just to make it noticeable. And then there's a little hole here from the bugs as well. I will go ahead and finish this off camera. This is going to take a while, and no need for y'all to sit here. I'll bring you back when I take it off, and that way you can see the finished item. But this is turned out very nice. I was hoping for some darker red. The Mallees can have that, but I only have that one little spot of it. But nonetheless, it's still very pretty. Let me bring you back when we're done. Another one in the books. Mallee Burl. Wipe off my logo. Got the logo in the bottom. As you can see, the bottom of this, it sits flat, but there's so many wormholes and digs through it. I should have gone a little deeper, but I wanted to keep this, as much of this as possible. I wasn't going to do this, but I realized as soon as I made the foot that I had stuff down here that was below it. So I had to do this just so it would sit down perfectly. Saw marks still left in here. Worms still left in here. Finished off nice and smooth. There still seems to be some sand marks in here. I may go back and try and get them out, but they're very minor. Again, the last grade was 400. It feels beautifully. done anyway. On the back side, I like the way that turned out. There's something here, but again, this is still all a learning process for me. I'll go through this and I'll toothbrush this again a little bit. Still letting it soak in. I appreciate everybody coming by and watching. I appreciate your comments. I appreciate your support. Please like and please subscribe. And if you feel like it, share the video. Until next time, let's keep turning, guys.